I was living in Norway many years, and maybe you know that Norway is the richest country in Europe. And when you ask people in the whole of Europe, why is Norway so rich? And why is life in Norway so good? Because they have a wonderful social system. I was living in one island on the Atlantic outside, but there the life standard is almost the same. The schools there, the hospitals there, they have the same standard like in the big cities. The streets have the same standard. How is it possible that this society, the social system is working so good? You know, I saw on TV a very interesting reportage about this question because China, an atheistic, communistic country, made a study about the Western prosperity. And modern scientists make big and complicated examinations. What is the reason of the prosperity in these Western countries? And the result will maybe surprise you, even when you are a Christian. They came to the result that the reason is Jesus Christ. And maybe you think, what is this for a stupid idea here? But it is only logical. When you study the history of Norway, just look on the flag, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, they have the cross in the flag. When you go to America, what is the history? And we cannot put away this history. There were terrible times in the history before. But then people repented to Jesus Christ, and not only one or two. In Norway, there were almost the whole country full with Christians. When you travel through the country, you will see small churches, prayer houses in every small place. There were big revivals also in Sweden. The most of the people in that times became Christians, and not only by religion and tradition. No, they believed. And what was the result? Life was changing. They started to do the good, they started to do the right, they started to love the next. And this has laid a wonderful basic in the societies. When I went to Norway the first time with my motorbike, I met some friends from Norway there. We said we go to the city to take ice. When we came to the city, I take my helm, I take my jacket, I take everything from the motorbike with me. And they were looking on me. And I was looking on them because they had jacket, helm, sunglasses, everything on the motorbike. Even the key was in the motorbike. I thought, are they crazy? But they said to me, nobody's stealing here. When I came to north of Norway, they have the door open in the house, even when they go on holiday, because maybe the neighbor needs something. I was shocked about this reality, but this was the reality. There were trust to the next. The people were loving each other. And then Norway found oil, right? And then they had much of money to do good things with this money. And so on this basic of Jesus Christ, of the values, of the ethics, of the love to the neighbor, they built a wonderful country. And you can study this in different other nations too. Take only one person as a small example. John Newton, who made the song Amazing Grace. He was one of the most terrible captains on the sea. He was the chief of a slave ship. He was transporting slaves. How can such a horrible man make such a big change in his life? It's only by Jesus Christ. He came into a storm and he was crying to God and he survived with his ship. Then he started to search for God and he found him many years later in Jesus Christ. And Jesus has changed his life. And then he started to fight against slavery. And here you see the little point. Without God, he was pro-slavery. With God, he was working against slavery. The change in the societies in that time came by real faith in Jesus Christ. But what is happening today? The cross is still in the flag. The churches are standing there, but they are more and more empty. The people think, yes, this is normal that we have it good, and they've forgotten God. And what happened in the last years? More and more doors are closed again. More and more people are living without God, and then the ethic is going kaput. The people starts to take drugs, to steal, to live like the others. What we need is a real change. We need repentance to Jesus Christ. We need a revival back to the roots, back to Jesus Christ.